Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, some bullish assets, and let's see what is going on today. So, got a response from you guys for the Discord. Pretty decent response. So, the love it, kill it at crypto Discord. Give me at least probably another week or so or something like that. Okay, guys. Anyhow, I've been testing this. This right here is called a coin called GAI or Generative AI. It's a degenerate play. I would not recommend it really. They have a 3%. I think it's a 3% buy and sell tax, which is crazy, man. So that right there throws it under the bus a little bit, in my opinion. But it's a pretty decent coin. It's pretty cool stuff. But I was checking out the algos here in the 6 hour, and it said it was coming down here to a bottom, and it was going to do a reversal. And so far, so good is what it's saying it's doing. Looks like it did predict it's going to do an impulse move up. Like here's your 1, 2, probably 3, 4, 5. So just doing a little bit of tests on the predictive algos. The predictive moving averages, I don't have it down here yet. You see, here's a third wave probably. But there's algos down here too that I have, guys. I just have the RSI down there for the time being. But let's go over Bitcoin real quick. So Bitcoin hit that number, 30,400 more or less is what I was saying. Now, it could go sideways for a little while longer, guys. It looks like maybe into, let's say, the 24th of June. So let's say 3 or 4 more days, something like that is a possibility. And then it could be doing a trek. Posted this back down, posted this on Twitter. 28, what was it? 28.5 now was the target. So weekly target now is like 28.5, guys. 28,500 is a weekly target. So if you're in Bitcoin, you're trying to get a long position in there. I explained this on Twitter, previous videos. Let's say 20,500 is my target. I'm going to have a couple more down here. Let's say at 28.1, 28.3. And maybe 27.6, in case it does get down there and hits those two, guys. Okay, so you want to have you want to have multiple. Basically, what I'm saying is you want to have multiple positions and limit orders if you're going to be getting into this run up on Bitcoin, guys. Which potential I think it's going to be a minimum 36,000. So you're talking about a pretty significant run. Let's say 28.5 just to. Wow, hold on for a second, guys. I don't have enough space. Where's 28.5? Let's say 28.5 was a target, right? To 36,000 is like it's 26%, guys. It's 26%. If you're doing a 10x leverage play, that's 260% on Bitcoin, guys. And there's a lot of people that do 10x leverage on Bitcoin. That's like nothing really, guys. I know it sounds scary and dangerous for some people, but it happens a lot of people, guys. Even in stocks, man, those guys making big money, man. They're not doing spot trades. They're not doing spot trades, guys. So, not to say you can't make money with spot trades. Like what some people don't like leverage, and what they do is they just use bigger bags. Instead of, let's say, 10,000 on 10x leverage, 100K, they don't like it. They're not comfortable with it, so they put 100,000 in. Okay, and they just do spot trade and get the same thing. So. It'll be the same. It'll work out the same way, more or less. And if you're doing spot, right, and it's not on a contract, then it's you won't lose it. I mean, you can actually hold on to it always. You just buy coins. But the deal is that's like a pretty decent run. I think it's going to be doing. I think. Let me go. I'll show you guys here. Let me go to a daily chart. No, let me go to a weekly chart for you guys, and I'll show you right now the fib targets for the weekly. Are they still there? Yeah, the weekly fibs are still at 36, 40,000 and 43,000, guys. Okay, so it's looking at a minimum target of 36. So pretty significant run, a pretty good opportunity, make some pretty decent money, guys. Okay. It's probably going to be a leg like this. I'm thinking maybe it could be quick, sharp and quick. You don't want to miss it. So, but anyhow, let me go back to a 4 hour. Let's see what sideways actions, what the algos are telling me, up maybe a little bit more here on the 4-hour, guys, on next couple days, possibly. I'm actually thinking about doing a short trade, guys, but it's going against the trend. It's kind of high risk. But if I was to do it, okay, if I was to do a short trade on Bitcoin, now don't mind this. This is a shorter time frame. So what the algo is doing, this is predicting something out based on this trend it has over here, right? And it's predicting this out. Okay. So it's using the data from the past that has over here to predict it out. So you have to actually, then you go to a higher time frame and you'll see like 8-hour, you see like things start changing and it gets down here and it's predicting this out. So don't mind this, but for this trend, it's predicting this out. You see what I'm saying? So this is just saying, hey, it's got a sideways, it's using its algos, but once it gets a change, the algos change. So like when you're trading, people know it's trading, and then things change, and there's algorithms out there, and then they flip real quick, and boom, and they start trading against the trend or a different way or things like that. So don't mind that, guys. But if I was to do it, all right, and I realize it's a little bit higher risk because you're going against a trend, but you probably know you got a really good probability that if this gets up to 30,500, that it's going to go down to probably at least 29.5, right? So you'd be doing this trade right here like this, and that's like a 3% move, okay? But I would take profits early. I would not try to go for the mega run. I would not try to do this 28, even 28.5. I would not do it. I would take it early, take your chunk and get out of there, and then get ready for your long. Okay, that's how I would do it. Okay, and use a smaller, maybe a little bit smaller position going down too, guys. There's various ways you could do that. Like if you entered in here, because there's some shorts that are entered in right now, guys. There's shorts entering in right now, like they're coming down. So they entered in here. They probably, let's say they know it's going to go up, so they're going to add more right here. Maybe even goes up a little bit more, takes a little bit longer. They might add a little bit more here, and then write that down. Okay, you see how that goes. So you add some, and you can add more if you want, add some, and then eventually it gets down to like that. Okay, so you could be in a 3 or 4 day swing trade. Okay, like this, boom, as an example. Okay. So let's go over some coins right here. Let's go. Synthetix is pumping, and on the daily chart, algos are telling me it's not time to sell Synthetix. It looks like you got a. So here's the other algos. Let me look at the RSI on that, guys, for you. So see what the RSI is telling me on Synthetix. Synthetix is actually a pretty good coin. I like it. Here it is on a daily. Let's check the daily chart. It reminds me of Solana in a way. The chart. So yeah, that's going to take it out. That'll be a third wave. It looks like it'll take it out on the daily on the RSI there. So you got a wave 1, 2, probably another 3 up here, 4, and then a 5. It looks like it's going to grind that last 5th wave. So you can see the 10th of June up here to the 2nd of July. So you see that, guys, that took almost a month. This wave took almost a month. That's a grueling little deal, right? It went up 45%. Now here's the meat of your move right here. If you're in it, 60%. And if you're completely in it, you're looking at 88%, and potentially you're looking at a 2x trade right there. I already did 2 trades on this early on. It was over here, and I didn't even get a 2x out of it, and there were spot trades and over here. But so it's looking like potentially out to September, so it's going to have another grind. So what the algos are telling me right here is a grind, and now you're in your 3rd wave, going up pretty quick, and come back down, probably test the either the 21 there or the 40, and then it'll grind like that. And let's see. On the daily, we got, yeah, it's already hitting those hit that fib target right there on the daily, all the way out to August. That should be that could be a pump, a little bit more of a pump there, and that could be a little bit more of a pump over here too, guys. So I take that back. You go to longer time frames. I didn't know this one went out to the 2 day. Oh, it goes out to the 3 day. So all the way out to October, it's going to keep grinding up. Okay. So not time to exit your position on Synthetix yet, guys. 4-day. Okay. It doesn't look like it. Looks like you have a grind. I would say at least till August, guys. I'll be checking it out, but at the same time, look at this chart, guys. Like, let me see. Let me go to a daily chart. And I'm not on log. Let me get on logarithmic. Synthetix chart is looking, I gotta, hold on, guys, here. It's looking like, okay, so it's going above the 200, and it might retrace. So in my opinion, guys, if you're in this, you're definitely going to want to be taking your profits on longs, more than likely, going in that time frame. And then you're going to watch it and see if it gets down below the 200, it comes, does a back test, it gets a 200 on the daily, it's probably going to go like that back down. So it's going to be grinding. You have a good shot that this could be grinding for a period of time. I was expecting, the issue that I have with these coins right now, they're getting really, really weak. Okay. So you see this move over here. You see this move over here. I mean, that move, if I take a fib target and let's say it went to there, right? And then I do a 1-to-1. Well, yeah, it's probably going to hit a 1-to-1, $3.82. $3.82. Let me take out log and check it. A 1-to-1. Okay, $3.60, $3.80. You take it off log, look it on linear. And I thought that Synthetix was going to have a little more oomph to get up to 1.618. It doesn't look like it wants to do it, guys. Unfortunately, you can only take what the market is going to give you, and the market doesn't want to give you bullishness quite yet on Synthetix. Once the market goes bullish, it's just, you got, for those that have been here, the deal, man. When these things start flying, like really, really ripping. And I'm talking about some serious rips, man. Like you wake up one morning, this thing just ripped like 20, 30, 40, 50%, stuff like that. And I expect this one to do pretty well. Synthetix, guys. Okay. So, and plus I can kind of tell like with the waves, it's reminding me of a Solana with the chart, how everything's going and how it's moving and things like that. There's a little bit more liquidity behind Synthetix, kind of like Solana, a little bit more liquidity behind Solana, guys. So there's a lot of not just your regular retail guys like you and me. There's some people with a little bit of money with Synthetix and Solana kind of going, hey, we think this one's probably going to buy. And they're probably accumulating Synthetix over a period of time in this area. That's why it's getting pretty good pops. And it's not like some other coins that are just dying away. Okay. So let me see what's some other ones here. Let's go to the fanboy right now. XRP taking over everything, right? So it still has a shot in August, it looks like. And it's going to be just probably, I'm kind of hoping it's going to do a shot. Kind of hoping to do a shot, maybe here, boom, and they do another shot. Somewhere in there, it could do one, guys. You have to realize, too, it could be the same thing as Synthetix, right? So you see this move right here? They could do that move over there, too. So 1, 2, this could be the 3, 4, and then a grind up for a 5 for those targets up there, guys. I think I went over this yesterday. And no daily fib targets yet, but it has 8-hour fib targets on, yeah, $1.04 still sitting there, $1.15, and as high as that. But $1.04 definitely be take profit, and definitely $1.15, and that's a fair value gap up there that I have, guys. It's either a fair value gap or a supply zone that I have on XRP. That I was pretty confident that was going to hit 1 or 2 of those. Okay, so let me check that out. Yeah. So it went through that one, and then this one is definitely a target. It's going to get a supply and go into a correction. Okay, got some supply, get this supply, go into a correction with XRP. So it's not time to sell XRP yet. It doesn't look like it, guys. It's still good. XLM, same thing with XLM. It's basically the same thing as XRP, guys. It's like they're related or something like that. So it looks like 1, 2. Yeah, so here's your wave 1. It looks like a 3. If it doesn't take that out on the daily, that'll be your third wave. And then this wave should go up here above that. I think I had fib targets there too. Yeah, look at that. Look at like 19 cents, 23 cents, and high as 26 cents, guys. So definitely those are numbers to take profits on that. And it could be going into a downtrend after that, guys, for a little while. The issue is that, one of the reasons why not only it depends on what your goal is too. So like one of the issues that I have right now in the cryptocurrency market is that once these things go into correction, because it's not really, even though a lot of people are claiming it's a bull market, they're going into extended corrections. Okay. So if it comes down into a correction, it could be in a correction for another 6 months, man. So it's kind of like Gala, entering in Gala. Let's say you got in a Gala, got into the pump, right? Gala went up into a pump. So let's go over Gala. So you go to Gala, got into a pump, and since January 30th, and now it's been all in this, don't worry about that, guys. It's going to do a pump up. It could do a thing to retrace and come back down. That's kind of what I'm expecting with Gala. But you see, now you're from January to June, 6 months. 6 months. Okay. It kind of depends on what your goals are. If you're just an accumulator, here's that GAI again. That algo is right. That's pretty impressive, guys. So maybe the Hedron trend, that Hedron trade is going to be right, guys. You see that little thing popping up there? Not a bad little move, man. 40% already. 40%. This thing right here, guys, just to let you know right here, just looking at these waves, right? So you got a massive wave here, back down. This is an impulsive move, a massive ABC. And you see how this is big. This is a little bit smaller in a correction. And it's going up for another impulse and coming down for another correction. So, I mean, you could be looking at a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. And sometime in the future, this thing could rip. Okay. And it doesn't need to rip too much. If it shot up like that, 5X potentially. So this guy's give you a heads up, something to think about. Personally, if it was me, I wouldn't exit into it yet. I would just let this run and see what it does over here. See if you have a setup. Go for that setup, guys. Kaspa coin, let's go over to Kaspa coin, guys, on a 6-hour chart. It's looking like, yeah, it wants to test these highs up here, guys, of 0.041. And I think there's 0.045 or something like that for targets too on Kaspa. Definitely bullish. This is like, I think, one of the most bullish larger coins that are out there, because I think Kaspa is it in the top 100? I think it's in the top 100. Let me check it over here, guys. Let's see what we got going on. Kaspa, I think it's in the top 100. There's a pretty good little market cap there. Yeah, 67. It's at 67, guys. So let's see. So Kaspa looking pretty good. Multivac is another one. This thing decided to do a shot, and it looks like it's got a little bit more to go, guys. So that was the third wave. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then rip off of 5. So if you're Multivac, it's looking like the end of the month, possibly. And this over here is looking very bullish, guys. That's you see how Multivac here on the 6-hour. Let's check the daily real quick, see what it's got going on. Okay, the daily. Okay, you want to see it stay above that 200 period moving average, guys. And if this thing made an attempt, got back down, back up here, it stays above that 200, this thing could be good, setting up to go bullish on Multivac, guys. Okay, kind of like something maybe over here. You see it went up above it, tested it, and then it was able to reclaim that 200 and shoot out of there is what I'd be checking out with Multivac, guys. Other coins I'm checking out real quick. Synthetix, went over that one. Other pumps. Let's see. What is it? Something down here. Synthetix. Multivac. Oh, Chainlink. Chainlink is going up to test this again. Okay. And it's looking like September, October. I think on Chainlink, I got higher time frames here. Yeah, Chainlink is probably going to be testing those let's check it out on 8 hour. What's it looking like? It's coming up to those numbers already. 860. Is it on the daily yet? Not yet. Not yet on the daily. But you're looking at Chainlink. It's going to be bullish all the way into August, potentially late August into this area. But Chainlink is pretty straightforward, guys. Right here with Chainlink. Okay. You got it down here. And then that's a pretty decent move for Chainlink. It's actually showing some strength better than what it was over here. And it's probably coming up to test this area, guys, right? Once there again. Okay. And it could come back down. So definitely, like I said, guys, just because some of these are going to go into an extended correction for that reason, I would be aggressively taking profits on some of these coins. And it's definitely like this is probably going to be your third wave back down and then a fifth wave over here, like so. And you could have a test of $9, maybe a spike to $9.50, possibly something like that. So what is this one? That's GAI, DYDX. Just looking at other ones that are pumping for you guys. So no excitement other than that right now. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. Let me go to, well, I was going to go to that coin, but anyhow, guys, this is this crypto market, man, is pretty tough. I was going to say that, you know, this is not easy stuff to trade, guys. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But this is a very difficult time to be in crypto. Very frustrating, a lot of sideways, a lot of choppiness, a lot of uncertainty in the market, and very, very difficult. If you feel frustrated, you're not alone. Believe me, there's a lot of frustration out there. You know, it kind of depends on what your goals are too. And if you're accumulating some coins, but in this instance, in my opinion, you know, I would make sure if you're accumulating some coins, I would make sure they're top quality projects, guys. Okay. I'd be careful some of these little lower cap cryptos. You know, like that GAI coin, guys. Like, you know, I'm in that coin, but at the end of the day, I don't trust that coin. You know, even though it's pumping, I don't trust this coin. If this thing pumps out of here like this, man, I'm taking it. I'm gonna go, guys. So that could be a bad mistake, but at the same time, too, if you want to make the millions, you're gonna have to take the risk in some of the smaller coins. And at the end of the day, you know, when the market is actually bullish, like a true bull market, you could take those risks. You know, I think the risk is a little bit too much right now with the conditions of the market right now, guys. So just be careful on your altcoins. Just be careful on your altcoins, because I think the probability of you finding one that's going to just do a moonshot, and let's say it's 2024, late 2024, whenever this is all going to do the moonshot type thing, people making their predictions based on whatever, you know, making a 1 year out prediction is tough. 3 months would be realistic, in my opinion. 3 months is going 3 months out, guys, is like reasonable. Anything beyond that, man, is like, it's all just crystal ball stuff. Okay. For the most part, but you can generally say that Bitcoin is going to continue to trend up no matter what's going on. Bitcoin is going to continue to go up, guys, in my opinion. There's be massive corrections along the way. It's a asset that is being accumulated by big institutional investors. Not so much right now, but they, you know, they're definitely interested in it because they see the limited supply of Bitcoin, and there probably will be a time where it does just keep going up, like probably like Apple, I would say, is what you're going to see. Something like this. If I go to a monthly chart, there'll be a time where Bitcoin will just go up like Apple. So you could kind of say like Bitcoin maybe Bitcoin is in like this area, something like this, or something, you know, so Bitcoin's in an area like this, right? And go up and then come back down. And there'll be a time where Bitcoin is just going to go like this. Okay. When that will happen, I don't know, but it'll kind of probably do something like that for a long, long time, kind of like Apple is my guess. So, and just continue up and to the right. And this has been going up and to the right since January of 03. You know what? This wasn't even affected really, like little dip. Here's the Great Recession. Look what it did during that. You know, did you see that? Boom, 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 boom. So I kind of expect that with Bitcoin, guys. I expect Bitcoin to, at some point, once more institutional investors are able to have access to it, not necessarily through an ETF, but maybe there's some sort of, they're more comfortable with it. Whatever happens, whatever plan they come up with for them to come buy this, more of this stuff, then that's when that will happen. It'll just be going up and to the right, up and to the right for years. So, so we got a pretty good pump because Bitcoin decided to pump a little bit. I knew that was going to happen. So yeah, like a little bit of pump coming out, guys. And so not too bad. So people will be looking at it real close. I'm trying to go over some other coins here. Yeah, I don't see anything exciting. NASDAQ will be continuing to be going up and to the right. I got the NASDAQ here on the monthly. Here's the monthly algos. You see that? May of 24. May of 24 on the monthly. And then over that way, guys. So, boom. No, actually looks like July of 24. And then a correction. And that's all the way out to 27. Somebody told me about somebody who's predicting a crash in this time frame. Maybe they're right. They could be right. Out in 2027. So, all right, guys, that's the end of my video. I think I'm going to get myself prepared for a trade on Bitcoin and take a look at this, see how much it is going to trend up. And take a look at a 4-hour chart. And I see it get up to 30,500, 30,600. So here's the deal with Bitcoin, guys. You know, you can tell that this is a counter trend move on the 4-hour chart so far. Take a look at your RSI. You see how high this is coming up? So here's this trend, right? Coming down to the short-term time frame. Here's this trend right down to here. And this more than likely was a 3-wave move rather than a 5-wave, but I'd have to investigate it more. Yeah, it's probably, okay, you got divergence from there to there on the 2-hour, not a strong divergence right there. So you see that bottom peak. So there's probably a 5th wave. And it looks like Bitcoin went 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So that is probably a 5-wave move, just like that. A nasty 5th wave, and now it's doing a counter trend. But you can see, like, check out the 2-hour. Okay, you see this peak right here, and that peak, and then you see this peak, and you see how they're like, it's not even really above that peak. So you have massive divergence. So this is a counter trend of this. Okay, it's counter trend of this. So if this is a 5-wave move, you got a 3-wave move back up for another 5 to come back down, more than likely, guys. Check it on the 4-hour. You see how high that peak is right there? And then you see that peak right there. You have your divergence telling you more than likely that this is a counter trend of this leg right here. So then if you have a 5-wave move, okay, you got a 5-wave move. So it's probably an A wave. We can go with an A wave, like so. You go with an A wave like so. And then you have this counter trend rally, maybe comes out to the 24th or something like that, maybe even there, okay? And then you're going to have a C leg down, okay? Like so, 28.5, And let's see, take some fib targets. This is getting a little, this is predicting out the future, but it's like 1-to-1. You can see right there, you see 28.6, 28.5. The weekly fib targets is targeting 28.5 right now, guys. So more than likely, boom. So this is probably could trend up for a little while, right? And then come back down like this. Risky trade right there. But I would just get like a section like that. If you want to do a short, that's all that I would, I wouldn't go anymore. I wouldn't be trying to do this whole thing. I wouldn't try to do that whole thing. I would just be like, boom, I would just do that and get out and then get ready down here if you want to do that. But I would just be careful doing that, guys. Okay. I would be careful doing that. I doubt that it's going to take off from here, but it could come all the way up there too. You know, 6-hour algos is saying it's going to do a shot up there. I'm not so sure if I agree with that one, man, but you never know. Is Bitcoin, that's 6-hour, 5 hours, kind of sideways. You know, the other one sideways. The 4, like check the 4. The 3 is kind of saying the same thing. The 2 is kind of saying the same thing. The 1, kind of the same thing. So more than likely, this is just going to be a drawn out C wave, potentially. If it doesn't end right there, guys, so you take a look. Let's say maybe this was an A wave right here, and it's going to do a nasty C wave. It almost hit the 1-to-1. And almost hit the 1-to-1. Let me check on a regular. Almost hit it. But it could do A. And then this is like a flat type move. And then maybe something like that, come back down. And then maybe it grinds like that. And then you have a nasty looking A, B, and there could be a C. And just grinding to correct that leg up there is what I would project. And then you take this leg and see if it makes sense. Right? So I want to get a retrace. And look at that. There's 382. It could be done. 382 is a target. Yeah, 382. And then 50% would be out there. I'd definitely be a target. That could be, it could be done. Or it could do something like this, boom, 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 and then just grind up like that to 50%. Like so, guys. And then boom, and start getting down there to 28. All right. All right, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, I do appreciate that. If you have a chance just to support some stuff, is hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And if you made it all the way to the end out here, guys, with me, I do appreciate that too. And I do appreciate you guys that are, you know, following me and like what I have to say and what I'm doing, and help you guys make a little bit of money. Like I said, guys, for those that didn't buy Bitcoin at the bottom at 15,000, 16,000, or coins down there, you know, for the most part, most of the participants in this cryptocurrency market are like losing their butt. Okay, they're losing big time. Most of the participants getting into markets lose, and you want to be in the 10% that win, and it is only 10 or 15%, guys. 10 or 15% of the people. I think 10% is probably more realistic, but so you want to make it so you have wins. Start with small wins, little baby wins, and then ramp it up from there. Don't go for the big win. Not when you're starting out, guys. If you made all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.